Good morning. I'm currently part of a group of ladies that has to make a group of house blocks for a house quilt. It's a round robin type of situation where we are making 36 blocks, sent to one person, and then redistributed one of each person to each one of the others. So, in lieu of that, I found this little block, which is only a 3.5 inch unfinished, but it can be so nice to actually make them bigger or to make them this size and have a group of them like an estate inside your house quilt. So this is the unit that goes on the one side of the sky with the chimney. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach these two together, these two. Then we're going to attach this to that and this to that. And then I'll be back. So what we do is we're going to start off by adding the sky piece above the chimney to the chimney piece with a normal 1/4 inch seam allowance. Sorry for that. So we've got the sky piece together with the chimney piece, and now we're going to iron towards the sky piece. Next, we're attaching sky piece F to the chimney piece that's already been pieced together, and then also again with just a normal 1/4 inch seam allowance, making sure that we tuck our seam in there. Right, and there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to iron this open towards the sky piece. Lastly, for this sort of covered corner unit, we're going to attach the other sky piece on the other side. I just saw that it might look better this way. And what I want to do with this whole unit the whole time is to keep the skyline at the top in a straight line. So let me put them on top of each other and show you what I mean by that. See, it doesn't matter what happens at the bottom here, as long as this line is sort of in a straight line. So again, using just a 1/4 inch, I just turned it to the right side again. By just using your normal 1/4 inch seam foot, I need to find the threads. There we go. And I'm specifically using an odd color so that you can see where I went with what. So now we're doing a 1/4 inch seam to attach the last sky piece to this corner unit. We just grab it out of here, and there we go again. Sorry, I do that every time with the camera. So we've got our last piece attached, and we're going to iron it open to the sky piece. To get this roof sky and chimney corner attached to our roof, we need to draw a perpendicular line from corner to corner on the wrong side of our unit at the bottom where all of these squiggles are. Then we bring our roof piece, which is this, and we're going to put it on the right hand corner, matching the bottom corner to the corner of the fabric of the roof piece right here, as you can see. The top is going to overlap. We do not worry about that. It's all going to be all good. So then what we do is we're going to drive down this on the inside of on the corner side. Let me put it that way. On the corner side here of this line, with a little 1 hair's breadth away from the actual line on the inside of the line. So we're going to go down this road, making sure that we stay on the inside of our pencil line, on the corner side of our pencil line, getting as close as we can to the bottom corner. There we go. Taking it out, cutting it off. Now what we need to do is to trim all of this, all of these. Let me just get that out of the way so that you can actually see what I've done. There we go. We need to trim away all of this excess on that side, leaving a 1/4 inch seam, and then flip this to make our chimney piece. So what we've now done is we've cut away all of that excess, leaving a 1/4 inch seam, which we're now going to press to the corner. This is what it looks like all added together, and now we're just going to square up the outside of this unit, and I'll show you after I've done it. So this is the unit once we've added this and also squared it up and ironed it back onto the corner of the roof. On this end, to complete our roof shape, we need to make a covered corner. And how we do that, we take up our excess piece of sky fabric, add it to, and what I want to do, I want to see, because this has got a sort of a direction. I see that I've done this direction-wise that way. So I want to make sure that I turn it this way. So when I flip it back, can I just get it on here? I'm looking with you through the camera. There we go. Then it will also be directionally in an upwards position, so that it looks like the clouds are running in the wrong direction. But yeah, that's how it happened. So we're going to put this perpendicular, not perpendicular, we're going to put this on this corner, and we're going to stitch exactly from corner to corner. Now this is a short seam of 1 1/4 or less, so I eyeball them. I don't even try and draw a line, because it's just too much work. So what I do is I put that corner in. You get your diagonal tape that you can also paste onto your machine. Unfortunately, in South Africa, that's one thing we have to look for. And then I eyeball mine and just go 1/4 inch here, because I've got my seam guide intact. And I go from corner to corner. That's it. Let's cut this off, and I can show you what happened. So now we need to trim that piece away 1/4 inch from the seam allowance, and then iron this back. I'll show you once that's done. And there you have it, the sky portion with the roof portion of our house block, together with the chimney inserted. And this still measures 3.5 this way. And I can't remember the exact measurement here. I'll tell you later. Now it's time to assemble the house underneath the roof. Here we've cut all our pieces for our house part of the block. And what we have is 3 side walls. And then the front wall with the window in the middle, and also the front wall with the door and the lintel on top. So our first port of call would be to attach the door to the lintel and press that back to the lintel side, and then to attach the window to the lintel over the window, as well as the portion below the window, and then also press it towards the reds. After that, I'll show you what happens after. Right, once we've put the door together with the lintel and the window in between its lintel and the bottom piece below the window, we can now assemble all the side walls with the rest. So this to that, that to that, that to that, that to that. And then we'll be back to put the wall piece with the roof. Time to assemble our house piece with our roof piece on that seam, and then press the seam towards the roof. And there she is, measuring 3.5 by 3.5 at this point. So if you make a bunch of them, you can actually make a little village, or like a townhouse complex, or like a simplex complex inside your village, and make them up into a 12.5-inch square. The pattern can be found at katherinekerr.teachable.com. It's part of a 365 challenge, and this is the specific pattern for the 19th of April. I think it's called Stay at Home. So the pattern can be found there, and just a little note on the pressing of the block. I'll show you the back. Underneath in there is the window piece, and also this I've done to either to the inside of the panel here, and then that I've pressed up to the top. This makes the block lay nice and flat, and to make it easy for you to construct more blocks and to put them all together. Have a lovely day.